yours was more a study of her life and an overview. And I saw her and felt her in a different way. I've read a lot of her books. I liked her wildness and her connection to nature, and it resonated with me because I have a bit of that wild nature thing on my own. And so I decided tonight I wanted to honor her life and just sort of the feeling that she's still with us in so many ways. And so I chose from this book, 1,000 Mornings, that is one of my favorites. And I'd like to read a couple of them that just really resonated with me, if you guys are all okay with that, if they're not that long. Okay. This one is called The Gardener. Have I lived enough? Have I loved enough? Have I considered right action enough? Have I come to any conclusion? Have I experienced happiness with sufficient gratitude? Have I endured loneliness with grace? I say this, or perhaps I'm just thinking it. Actually, I probably think too much. When I step out into the garden where the gardener, who is said to be a simple man, is tending his children, the roses. I think too much too. Okay. This is called The Hurricane, and I sort of liked how life finds a way and continues no matter, and I do believe that she will continue in her words also, but this was sort of a interesting concept of it. Anyway, hurricane. It didn't behave like anything you had ever imagined. The wind tore at the trees, the rain fell for days, slant and hard, the back of the hand to everything. I watched the trees bow and their leaves fall and crawl back into the earth, as though that was that. This was one hurricane I lived through. The other one was of a different sort and lasted longer. Then I felt my own leaves giving up and falling, the back of the hand to everything. But listen now to what happened to the actual trees. Toward the end of that summer, they pushed new leaves from their stubbed limbs. It was the wrong season, yes, but they couldn't stop. They looked like telephone poles and didn't care. And after the leaves came blossoms. For some things, there are no wrong seasons, which is what I dream of for me. And I just really like that. The moth, the mountains, the rivers. Who can guess the luna's sadness, who lives so briefly? Who can guess the impatience of stone longing to be ground down, to be part again of something livelier? Who can imagine in what heaviness the rivers remember the original clarity? Strange questions, yet I have spent worthwhile time with them, and I suggest them to you also, that your spirit grow in curiosity, that your life be richer than it is, that you bow to the earth as you feel how it actually is, that we, so clever, ambitious, and selfish and unrestrained, are only one design of the moving, the vivacious many. Okay. So, probably last one, I don't want to bore you. Okay, green, green is my sister's house. Don't you dare climb that tree, or even try, they said, or you will be sent away to the hospital of the very foolish, if not the other one. And I suppose, considering my age, it was fair advice. But the tree is a sister to me. She lives alone in a green cottage high in the air, and I know what would happen. She'd clap her green hands, she'd shake her green hair, she'd welcome me. Truly, I try to be good, but sometimes a person just has to break out and act like the wild and springy thing one used to be. It's impossible not to remember wild and want it back. So if someday you can't find me, you might look into that tree, or of course, it's possible under it.